I feel like I'm growing. I'm getting better. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting sharper. I'm getting smarter. In every sense of the word. I mean, every time I step into the ring, there's something new that you guys see from me. In that, I might have a bad round, but I can make the adjustments and have three great rounds. So, just being patient with yourself, understanding that there's a tempo to be set and that you want the fighter to start fighting your fight. Once that happens, I'll take over and you guys see what I can do inside that ring.
The first knockdown, I wasn't trying to like really rush it. I knew he a game fighter. Like, he got good fundamentals. He's a solid fighter, and he was a champion for a reason. So you can't just go in there and rush it and try to get the knockout. You gotta be patient, and that's what I did. So, but the second knockdown,
Eddie Hearn's reaction says everything. Instead of talking about a one-sided fight, he praised the entertainment and excitement Xander Zayas helped create. But this is where things get crazy. Even in defeat, Xander proved he belongs on boxing's biggest nights. Fans didn't leave disappointed. They left wanting to see him fight again.
They want to watch fights like that. Everyone who left that arena tonight, or everyone that tuned in on DAZN, just went, wow. And that is entertainment. And listen, if he wants to, he can outbox anyone he wants, but he doesn't choose to. He comes in and it's just like pure box office entertainment. So yes, like when you tell me, you look at that pound for pound list and you tell me who are the most exciting fighters, and that will see him enter the pound for pound list, in my opinion. But there's a long way to go before we get to where we believe we should be, and that's number one.
Boots Ennis admitted Xander Zayas gave him more problems than many expected. Even after the knockdowns, Boots respected Xander's toughness and refused to rush the finish. That alone proves Xander wasn't an easy opponent like some critics are trying to claim.
I knew he was a solid. I kept saying it. I knew he was a solid fighter. He got great fundamentals, or good fundamentals, and he a young hungry champion. He wasn't going to back down. He had the confidence, and I just love it.
Even Boots couldn't hide his respect for Xander Zayas. He praised his fundamentals, confidence, and fighting spirit, proving this wasn't some easy walkover. The reaction surprised everyone because before the fight, many people underestimated Xander. Yet Boots openly admitted he knew he was facing a serious challenger.
Common knowledge, but Xander has a rematch clause, right? So I believe he'll probably move to 160, but he said in the ring tonight, he said, I didn't struggle at the weight, I felt pretty good. And he might look back and maybe he looks at the third round and says, I know, he's got the right to exercise it, but at the same time, he took a lot of punishment. And I think Boots will be much better next time, to be honest with you, because as much experience as he has in terms of fights, that was his first real moment.
This completely changes the conversation. Eddie Hearn confirmed that Xander still has options, including a possible rematch. Remember this moment because it becomes important later. Xander believes the weight wasn't the problem, meaning he may genuinely feel he can make the adjustments needed next time. Many fans are already calling for a second fight because they believe Xander learned valuable lessons that could make a rematch far more competitive. Sometimes one defeat creates the motivation needed for a completely different outcome.
Zayas, he always 100% correct with his assessment. Oh, he be on point. He be telling me in the fighter meetings when I used to call his fights, he tell me exactly what he gonna do, and he go in there and he does it. I seen that damn interview he just did, and he talk about all the mistakes and weaknesses and flaws and shit that Boots be making. Yeah, he see the same shit I see. He see the.
Whether people support him or criticize him, one thing is impossible to deny. Xander Zayas keeps the boxing world talking. Every performance creates headlines. Every interview sparks debate, and every fight attracts massive attention. That's what future stars do. Even after losing to Boots Ennis, fans aren't discussing retirement or writing him off. Instead, they're asking what comes next. That alone proves Xander remains one of the most exciting young fighters in boxing. Champions aren't judged by one night. They're judged by how they respond after it.
Staple diet, and it feels like it's over-egging the pudding sometimes. But you can't help but do it because it's a constant subject matter around Anthony Joshua and what goes on with him.
Anthony Joshua's words perfectly describe the mentality every great fighter needs. Real champions don't hide after defeat. They come back stronger. That's exactly why Xander Zayas shouldn't let this loss define him. Joshua himself suffered painful defeats, yet he continued chasing the biggest names in the sport because that's what elite fighters do. The reaction from fans has been overwhelmingly positive because they recognize the same fighting spirit in Xandar. Instead of protecting his unbeaten record forever, he stepped up against Jaron Ennis and accepted the toughest challenge available. That decision deserves respect. If he carries the same mindset Joshua is talking about, this defeat could become the foundation for an even greater comeback. The boxing world has seen many future champions lose before reaching the very top, and Xandar still has plenty of time to write his own story.
That's my opinion, yeah. But that's his life, he can do what he wants. For me, I want it all. Like, I will fight everyone, and that's why I still do it, because I've got so much improvement to do. This is my true identity as a fighter, and I've got the passion for it, I've got the love for it. It's tough, don't get me wrong, but like I fought Dubois. I got knocked out, and I'm still standing strong here, and I gave a good account of myself, and I'm going to get out there and give it my best again. I'll fight Fabio, I'll fight all of them because it's what we do.
Carl Frampton made a very important point. Nights like these can change how people remember a fighter, but that doesn't mean they define an entire career. Xander Zayas is still only at the beginning of his journey. Many boxing legends have suffered painful defeats before reaching the very top, and this could simply become another chapter in his story rather than the ending. While Jaron Ennis deserved the victory, writing Xandar off after one loss would be a huge mistake. The talent is still there, the hunger is still there, and now he has something even more valuable: experience against one of the best fighters in the world. If he learns from this setback, the next version of Xandar could be far more dangerous than the one we saw on fight night.
It's going to be a difficult one for the loser to take. I mean, it would be very unfair, but people will remember them for this fight, and they will remember the winner and the loser in this fight rather than what they've done throughout their.
Anthony Joshua's words perfectly describe the mentality every great fighter needs. Real champions don't hide after defeat, they come back stronger. That's exactly why Xander Zayas shouldn't let this loss define him. Joshua himself suffered painful defeats, yet he continued chasing the biggest names in the sport because that's what elite fighters do. The reaction from fans has been overwhelmingly positive because they recognize the same fighting spirit in Xandar. Instead of protecting his unbeaten record forever, he stepped up against Jaron Ennis and accepted the toughest challenge available. That decision deserves respect. If he carries the same mindset Joshua is talking about, this defeat could become the foundation for an even greater comeback. The boxing world has seen many future champions lose before reaching the very top, and Xandar still has plenty of time to write his own story.
That's my opinion, yeah. But that's his life, he can do what he wants. For me, I want it all. Like, I will fight everyone, and that's why I still do it, because I've got so much improvement to do. This is my true identity as a fighter, and I've got the passion for it, I've got the love for it. It's tough, don't get me wrong, but like I fought Dubois. I got knocked out, and I'm still standing strong here, and I gave a good account of myself, and I'm going to get out there and give it my best again. I'll fight Fabio, I'll fight all of them because it's what we do.
Steven Espinoza gave Jaron Ennis plenty of praise, but one part of his comments stood out more than anything else. He believes the toughest challenge for Boots is still ahead, and that says a lot. Yes, Boots defeated Xander Zayas, but the fight wasn't as easy as some people are making it sound. Xandar landed good shots, forced Boots to stay disciplined, and showed the heart of a true champion from the opening bell until the stoppage. Remember this moment because it becomes important later. If Xandar takes time to improve, adds more experience, and decides to activate that rematch clause, the second fight could be completely different. Many great champions have lost early against elite opposition before coming back stronger than ever. Xandar has already proved he belongs on the biggest stage, and this setback may become the turning point that pushes him towards an even better version of himself. The story between these two fighters may be far from over.